Morning. Welcome to our yoga flow today. I posted a quote in the chat box from Mother Teresa, and I'll repeat that at the end of practice. But I want you to think today about strength, and that could be physical strength or mental strength or spiritual strength. So try to keep that in mind if that's comfortable for you, and maybe if you have another intention, then focus on that. But I will be guiding us through poses that try to focus on strength. So let's get started in wide knee child's pose. I'll turn on some music. And I'll meet you on the mat. Oops, lost my playlist. So as you are moving into your wide knee child's pose, we're just going to relax the body. Bringing attention to breath, allowing muscles to release. And then in keeping with my theme for today of strength, just consider all of the ways, all the moments these past few days that you have been strong. Maybe that was physically strong. You were mowing your lawn or moving boxes, cleaning out closets. Maybe that strength came from being mentally tough. You went for a long walk and were really tired at the end and you needed to keep going to get back to your starting point. Maybe it's a spiritual strength. If you found strength in scripture or in some type of meditation. So just think about that for a little bit as you are allowing your body to relax. On your next full breath, come up to tabletop. And I'll turn to the side. Alternate between your cow and your cat pose. Cow sinking the belly, open the chest, cat rounding the bed. As you are moving between these postures, can you feel the strength of your core muscles? So as you are rounding that back and arching like a cat, can you feel how your lower abdominals engage and your upper abdominals kick in? Just move gently between the two postures using breath to guide you. Come back to neutral. Reach that right arm forward and press your left leg back. Reach, reach, reach. Bracing the core. Challenge your balance by taking your arm and your leg off on an angle. Come back to the center. Keep holding. And release. Switch sides. Feeling light through the back. Still feeling those core muscles kicking in. Arm and leg separate out on the angle. Keep breathing. Come to the center. And release. Good, just sit back on your heels. Reach your arms up, open wide, and then take your hands back. Reach the arms behind you, feel a stretch across the chest. You can either continue reaching or clasp your hands, depends on how flexible you feel today. Reach the arms back up to the ceiling. Clasp your hands. Maybe you twist them so the palms go up. If that's uncomfortable on your wrists, just take the backs of the hands up and take your gaze gently toward your hands. And you still feel those lower abdominals working. Look forward. Lower your arms. Just from this kneeling position. Take your right hand across the left thigh and twist and look behind you. Gentle twist through the torso. Come to the center. Switch sides. Left hand over right thigh. Try to stay tall through your posture as you're turning. So you're just gently turning your head behind you, and your body is trying to stay with that angle. So the further you turn your eyes, the more the body wants to follow. Release. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your hands to the floor and move to downward facing dog. Lifting up hips. Index fingers are forward. You're looking toward the belly button. Try dropping heels down toward the floor. And maybe it feels good to walk the dog. And that means you're just bending one knee and then the other. And then come to stillness. Just hold. Stay with your breath. Take some small steps and move to the front of your mat. Take a half lift so you lengthen through your back, pulling belly in, fold forward. You can let your arms hang, touching the floor. Make that box with your arms. Right arm, left hand to right elbow, right hand to left elbow. Pointing your tailbone to the ceiling.
crown of the head toward the ground. So you get this nice long posterior chain, the back of the body from your heels the whole way to your neck. Everything's lengthened. Drop your fingers to the floor. Half lift, lengthen through your back. Exhale, forward fold. This time bring your hands under your knees to your shins. Half lift, lengthen. Stay here. Exhale and stay. Inhale. Exhale and stay. So hold this posture. Can you feel your hamstrings beginning to stretch? You feel your upper back muscles working hard to keep you up. I hope you're feeling your lower abs as well. On this exhale, fold forward. And then on the inhale, rise and reach up high. Keep the knees a little bit soft. Bring your hands down to prayer. Hands down by your side. So I've referenced strength. So in this practice, we're going to go slower today. And so some of the things that you'll need to do is just have mental strength to stick with the pose. Some of the poses will be strength, physical strength. So inhale, reach up, look up. Keep holding. Reaching fingers toward the ceiling, looking toward your hands, but keeping your feet grounded to the floor. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Rise, breathe in, reach up, hold. Keep looking up. Stay focused on the posture. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Inhale, rise, breathe in. Keep looking up. Now keep your feet those 6 inches apart and move to Utkatasana, is chair pose. So keep your hands together. Just take them out a little bit on an angle and sit back as if you're in a chair. Inhale, rise. Hands by your side. Breath in, bring your hands up and together. Sit in your chair pose. If it hurts your neck, you can look forward. Otherwise, try to look up at your hands so you have that point of focus. Sitting your bottom back, feel the front of your thighs working. Come up. Sweep the arms down by your side, mountain pose. Let's do that again. This time we're holding a little bit longer. Inhale, reach up. Look up. Set the resolve in your mind. You can hold this posture. You have the power in your legs, in your core, and in your mind. Come up, arms by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step your left leg back so that your right foot remains forward and move into warrior one. In your warrior one, you're aiming for a level front thigh, hips forward, shoulders are down, so roll those shoulders back and down, and then lift the arms up and sink. Can you feel your leg muscles working? Push that back foot down to the floor and engage your shoulder muscles, your back muscles. So feel power through your torso. Bring your hands to the floor and step forward. Half lift and fold. Half lift. Right leg steps back. Left Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Reaching up, sinking down. So being deep in that front leg. As you feel your shoulders rise up, be active and pull them down. Keep holding your posture, you can. You are strong enough. Hands to the floor. Step forward. Feet are separated. Hang and forward fold. So just let the body release here. Your belly is still engaged. Half lift. Fold and rise. Hands by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. If it's comfortable for you, bring your feet together. Toes are touching, heels slightly separated. I'm going to do those same core postures again, holding them a little bit longer. We're going to hold each core posture, so each warrior and your chair pose, your thunderbolt, for 5 full breaths, okay? Inhale, look up, hands together. Exhale, Utkatasana, sitting down. So this is your 5 full breaths, so that means an inhale and an exhale. So as you start to feel your legs maybe shaking, or in your mind you keep thinking, I can't do it anymore, just thinking about the breath. One more breath. Fold. Half lift. Right side, warrior one. Land, strong legs, reach up, sink down, 5 breaths. Strong back leg. One more breath. Hands to the floor, step forward, toes touch. Half lift, fold, left side, warrior one. Land and rise. You have this nice stable base, strong core. Keep dialing those hips forward so the front of your pelvis is facing the front of the room. And you go a little deeper in your legs. You have 3 more full breaths. One more full breath. On the exhale, hands down to the floor, step forward, half lift, fold. Inhale, rise. Beautiful work. Hands down by your side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step back, warrior one, right leg. Warrior two, so here's where we're gonna hold. Opening arms, opening across the front of the chest and the front of the pelvis. So bending and sinking into that front leg. Arms are powerful and strong. Core is engaged. Left leg is pushing, that foot is pushing to the floor. Your right leg is bent and strong. Now take your forearm to your thigh and reach up, side angle. Two more breaths. Relax that shoulder. Come back to warrior two and turn your toes. So now you're in this big wide stance. Bring your hands to your hips, drawing in the core, focusing on your posture. Keep pulling the belly in. Fold forward. As you're folding, you're trying to take that tailbone toward the sky. Okay, here's our strength. Tighten the front of your thighs. So squeeze those quads. You can take your hands down to the floor if you want. Keep lengthening through the back. Stay here for 5 more breaths. So this is not easy. It's not a rest. We're active through the legs. We're active in the core. Trying to strengthen the front of the legs and lengthen the back of the legs. Take a half lift. Hands to your hips, really brace your abdominals and come up smoothly. Beautiful. Turn both feet toward the front of the room and then adjust. We're moving to triangle pose. So that back leg should be straight as well as the front leg. Straighten your arms. And I'll turn to the side just in case you're unfamiliar. So the back leg is strong. And you want to try and have those heels in line with each other. Reaching down and lengthening and looking up toward the ceiling. So you're feeling strong through the legs, strong through the side of your body. So try to avoid collapsing down or twisting down. Breathing. Keep holding. Come back to warrior two. And we're going to turn one more posture, pyramid pose. Bring your back leg in a little bit. And you're aiming for your hips to be level. Fold over that front leg. The back leg is strong. And you're folding over the front leg. Aiming to have level hips. Tightening the front thigh. Keep pulling in your core. Half lift. Step to the front of your mat. Half lift. fold, rise, reach up. Hands by your side. Nice work. Inhale, reach. Forward fold. So stay focused on each posture. Half lift. Left side, warrior one. Here just for a breath. Warrior two and hold. Sinking down in your front leg. Be strong here. Reach your arms wide. Forearm to thigh. Reach up, side angle. So the power here is through your legs, your core, and then your side. So you have this strength in the muscles that wrap around your back and support your spine, the muscles of your core. Come to warrior two, and then set up in your triangle pose. So again, adjusting that back leg as needed. Push your hips toward the back of the room. Tilt over the forward front leg that's straight. Straighten your arms and reach. So there's power going between fingertip to fingertip. So feel that strength across your chest and your back, through your side, through the core. Feel the power of your breath to help you stay focused. Up. Warrior two, adjust your stance. Move to your pyramid so that back leg comes in. Turning the hips forward. Folding over that front leg. And again, aiming to have your hips level. Straighten the front leg if you can. Definitely have that back leg bent. Use your breath to help your muscles release. Release. Step forward. Open your feet 6 inches. Lengthen through the back. And then reach for your big toes in Padangusthasana. And then forward. So here you're still working, the front of the thighs are contracted. You're folding. You're shifting your weight forward and lengthening through the back. Release, half lift. Fold. Rise. Breathe in. Hands by your side. Adjust on your mat so that you can open your feet wider probably than your mat, so you can turn to the side if you choose. We're going into Malasana, which is goddess squat. So your toes are turned out. Bring your hands to prayer and then come down in your squat. We're going to work on some strength here. So let's hold down here for 5 breaths. Be conscious of your shoulders. You can push your arms into your legs. Try to keep that face calm. Drop fingers down to the floor. Come up into a fold. So just lifting up your hips. This will feel a little bit different than your other folds because your toes are turned out. Come down again. This time, place your right hand to the floor. Reach up with the left arm. Look at your hand. Keep reaching up. Now for 3 more breaths, wrap your arm around your back. Maybe you have the flexibility to wrap that front arm around your shin and twist. If not, just try and hold. Keep your heels to the ground. Release. Hands to the floor, lift your hips, feet stay in the same position. Come back down. Left hand to the floor. Right arm up. Now wrap the arm around the back. How's your focus? Are you staying positive? You're embracing this strength? Are you trying to guess when we'll be finished with this exercise? Release, hands to the floor, lift your hips. Keep your feet in position, half lift, fold. Inhale, rise. We're gonna do one more exercise here. Bring your hands to prayer. And maybe you need to open your feet just a little bit longer. I have kind of long legs, so I'm gonna open mine just a little bit more. We are going to do 5 slow squats. So full breath in and out for each squat. We're not going the whole way down. We're working on strengthening the quads. So breath in. Let's move into the first one. So down, just come up a little bit. Down. Exhale. How you feeling? One more. Down and up. Rise. Step together. Hands down by your side. Beautiful. Close your eyes. Just stand here in this mountain pose. Toes together, heels separated. Just close your eyes. Become aware of your body. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step back to downward facing dog. Let's hold this down dog for 5 breaths. Turn to the side. Can you drop your heels to the ground? You might have to walk your feet in a little bit. Keep looking toward the belly button. And can you stay? Can you not fidget or move? Can you just be in this pose? From here, roll out to a high plank. Back is long, core is braced. Press back, downward facing dog. Roll forward into your plank. Can you feel your core kick in? Press back. Let's hold this plank longer. Come out, kicking in the core, holding for 5 breaths. Press back. This time rolling out. Holding for 5, and then we're coming down to chaturanga. So come down halfway and hold. Lower the whole way down. Toes to the top of the mat. Baby cobra. Hold this baby cobra. Now try not to use power through your hands. Lift through the chest. Come down. Coming back to your cobra, you have the choice of baby cobra or full cobra, lifting up through the chest. You feel your abdominals stretching. Keep squeezing shoulder blades down. Release. Come to Sphinx pose. Forearms on the floor. Now bend your leg, bend one leg, and just bring it in. Squeezing your hamstring. Can you feel that back of your leg contract? And then switch, other side. Keep lifting tall through the chest. And release. Come down. Bring your hands in. Move to upward facing dog, or you can go back to cobra. So in your up dog, your thighs are off of the floor. Look up toward the ceiling. Strong legs, strong core muscles. Keep holding. Move to child's pose. Legs together. Shift back. Reach back. Release and come up. Turn again. Taking your right leg forward. Dropping down into a hip flexor stretch. Hold this. Reach the arms up. Sink down. Allow the body to be heavy. Let the leg muscles, the hip flexor muscles release. Stay active in your arms and your upper back and your core. Now bring your hands to prayer and revolve. So Twist and look over your shoulder and hold this for 5 more breaths. Legs are in the same position. Allow the body to sink down and then twist your chest to the back of the room. Come to the center, hold. 5 more breaths. Come back. Nice job. Feel very stretched on one side, switching sides. Taking the left leg forward, sink down. Reach your arms up, engage your back muscles. Hands to prayer. Revolve, taking your arm outside the thigh and twisting. Come back to the center and hold. And you find a little bit more of a stretch through those hip flexor muscles. Put your hands down and come back to a downward facing dog. From down dog, move to pigeon pose. Your right leg comes forward and you bend your knee. See how my hips are still level. So you want to avoid cocking to the side and having your butt down on the floor. So we're trying to turn. There are a lot of options here. I'll turn to the side and I'll also show you an alternative. So if you are not having knee pain and you can tolerate pigeon pose, I encourage you to stay upright first. So if you do have some knee problems, you can do double pigeon like so, or you can roll down to your back, cross the leg over and lift. And if you are doing this reclined pigeon, you can gently pull the leg down toward you. So if you are in full pigeon, I'm encouraging you at first to stay upright. So you're stretching these hip flexors. Your back leg is straight, hips are level. Feel the stretch go up through the torso. Relax the shoulders. And then after you've stayed there for a few breaths, come down toward the floor. And in this posture, you're feeling intense stretches on the hip. Try to stay in the posture. So here's your mental strength. You're in full pigeon.
Come upright. Hold. And then move to down dog. If you're in reclined pigeon, you can just stay on your back. And then switch sides. So again, if you're doing the full pigeon, bring your other leg forward. Shift your hips so that you're balanced. Back leg is strong. Your top of your foot is to the floor. See if you can let go of the floor. Watch those shoulders that they don't come up. Just hold here. And then come down to the floor. Focus your breath on releasing that hip. Try to commit to staying in the posture. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's not okay if you're having sharp pain. If that's the case, you need to leave the posture. But if you're uncomfortable, just stay. See if your breath can help you release some of that discomfort. Slowly come up and hold again. Maybe this feels a little different now that you've been in the deeper posture. Downward facing dog. Unless you're on your back, then you can just bring your knees into your chest and hold. Down dogs can come down to the knees and then have a seat. Extending legs out in front. If you're laying on your back, roll up into a ball. Have a seat. Extend your legs. Let's lean forward by lengthening through the back. Reach for your big toes. Pull in the core. Tighten your quads. Come forward in your fold. Slowly roll up. Okay, let's roll onto the back. Let's do a little bit of core strength. So before you roll down, just bend your knees. Engage the core muscles. Have your arms come out. And come down slowly. So you can feel your lower abdominals kick in. Try not to let the shoulders rise up. Hands come by your side. Bring the knees in and extend the legs to the ceiling. So let's drop one leg at a time, down, and switch. Keeping your back toward the floor. So if you feel like your back is arching, then don't take your legs down quite as far. Just make your range of motion be smaller.
Try bracing your abdominals to help keep your back down. You can stay with this pattern or take both legs down and up. And as you are taking your legs down, again, try not to let the back arch, but also try not to put a bunch of tension in your upper back either, or your chest. 2 more. One more time. Up. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll into a ball. Release. Open your arms wide. And drop both knees toward one side. And look out over the other direction. And you can stay with 2 bent knees or extend that top leg. Whatever you need for this twist, for the stretch across the torso, your lower back, across the hip. Bend the knees, bring them up and over, other way. And look out over the other direction. Bend the knees, bring them together in the center. Good, lower one leg down. For the other leg, reach for your toe or your ankle or your shin. And then lift your chest toward that leg. That other leg can stay bent or you can lower it down to the floor. Now lower your upper body down and keep hold of the leg and take it out to the side. Push the heel away from your body. The other support leg, try and keep your pelvis as level toward the ceiling as possible. You can look out to the other side or look up toward the ceiling. Now look to the ceiling, bring the leg in, bend the knee, and lower the leg. Switch sides, reaching for foot, ankle, shin. Roll up, trying to lengthen through the legs. And then lower down. Take the leg out to the side. Look the opposite direction or up toward the ceiling. Bring the leg to the ceiling, bend your knee, bring both knees into your chest. Reach for the outside part of your feet. Happy baby. Bringing the knees down toward your armpits or toward the floor. And then just roll a little bit side to side. Just feel free here. Think about a baby, how babies are just joyful, lighthearted, no worries. And then come to stillness. Bring the knees to the chest one more time. Roll up in a ball. And then release and move to Shavasana. Corpse pose, extending legs. Allowing the toes to drop to the side, palms of the hands are up. Your body is at rest. Your mind is present, so close your eyes. Stay in Shavasana, using your breath. Returning to that intention that I offered at the beginning of practice. The quote from Mother Teresa: "Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies." Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. So we did many different postures, and each physical posture today hopefully caused you to work on some strength in small ways, whether that be physically or mentally. And I hope that you can carry that message on with you for the rest of the day and maybe the rest of the week. You may stay in Shavasana, or you can close out your practice with me by pulling your knees into your chest and rolling to the right side. As you come up to a seated position, find something comfortable for you to sit. So you can just cross your legs or sit on your knees. Move to lotus. And together, let's reach up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. I'm wishing you many blessings today and for the rest of the week. And until I see you again, stay well. Namaste. Have a great week. Bye.